Will, what's good, my boy?
Hey, what up, though? How you doing
We
today?
good, man. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well, man. Talk your shit.
Hey, Devin, log out, G.
I ain't logging
Log
out.
out and go do some conservative modules. You need to take like 10 conservative courses, brother. And I say that respectfully, right? And I'm not saying this at or against Devin. I'm saying this for the chat. This is what happens when you want to claim the conservative banner because it's cool to do. But you're not using any type of conservative rhetoric or talking points. You're
Thank you. I'm
not
glad you
saying,
actually said that because what it means is I'm not some monolith that just speak talking
and,
points.
and, and I get that, right? I
It's
get. Well, hold on.
because he's a free
Let me finish.
thinker. He's a
Let's
No, no,
sell
no, no,
talk.
no,
Let's
no,
sell
no,
talk.
no,
No,
Sell is having
no,
an
no,
intervention.
no. I need
This
you
nigga sells
no,
to
I'm
do
not
me
going
a
on
favor.
anybody plantation. I'm not going on
Devin,
conservative plantation. Nothing.
Devin, listen to me, brother. Listen to me. Man to man, I'm just telling you. It's cool to claim to be conservative because it's cool. You technically an outcast, right? You're an outlaw. But the problem is this: you can't be on a soapbox inside the conservative mindset and then go back to the field and try to blend in with everybody else. It don't work like that. I need you to log off. Okay? You're doing a bad job, brother. This is your conscience speaking to you. You're not
No,
doing a good job.
no,
I need you to log off.
nah.
Because when Josh just asked that question, it should have been a fervent no question, period. Everything
No,
that they've
no to
been
what?
talking about, and then the corner that you put yourself in, bro. You've been taking more L's than just log off, brother. Respectfully,
Okay.
okay? Just log off and
I'll
then
log off when you
don't
log.
don't use Chat GPT. I need you to go read about 10 books of conservatism. Start with Thomas Sowell's book first.
Which one?
Okay.
And don't come back to the internet until you read all those books.
Okay. What about Thomas Sowell? Have we even
I
talked about?
need you to go read Thomas Sowell's book on conservatism. I can't remember the title at the moment because I'm not looking at my bookshelf, but I'm looking at the book right there. I just can't see it because I'm leaning in close to my phone. But I just came up here to let you know. Log off. Go do some homework, brother. All right.
Well, then you're up here. What is it that I need to say?
You sound like a liberal who is wearing the conservative banner because it's
Now I
cool to
sound like a
do.
liberal. So
You
then why
do.
didn't
Wait,
they
hold
agree
on,
with me?
wait, Devin. But here's the thing: I'm not saying that to be disrespectful because I'm gonna use what it is that you revealed to me. You said you grew up liberal, but you left, correct?
Yeah, yeah, I agree
Right.
with that.
So, but the problem is that the programming is still embedded into you, deeply rooted programming of liberal ideology.
Oh, so I haven't gone far enough, is what you're saying.
You have not gone far enough. Exactly. Thank you for respectfully understanding that, right? So right now, what you're doing is you left the plantation and was just like, I'm a conservative now. But the liberals can still identify your liberalisms. So yeah, those horns that you hear, that's the horns calling you back to come back. Cause you ain't went far enough yet. You ain't learned enough yet. So go
Okay.
ahead, log
And
off.
what is my liberal viewpoint that I need to watch?
Everything you've been saying so far, and even yesterday was that yesterday or the day before on the show? Log off.
Nah, I'm good.
So you're gonna stay representing, you're gonna stay misrepresenting what it means to be conservative.
Bro, I don't care what you say.
You deserve everything that Cheeky is doing to you right now.
Chica ain't doing nothing.
Exactly, because you did it to yourself, and Cheeky is just helping you try to understand what the problem is. You don't see it.
No, they're making like ultimately like the whole
Leave
issue that
my
we're
twin
having is they
alone.
want me to
That's my twin. That's my
no
evil
No,
twin.
no, no,
no
literally.
the issue is they asked me a question to prove a negative and nobody understands that
No, that's not
concept.
the problem.
So
The
no,
problem is
nobody
the
understands
problem
that
is
you can't
no,
prove a
no,
negative.
listen,
It's
Devin.
a bad
The
situation to be
problem
put
is you
in.
made a point that you can't back up. You created the issue. They just asked you for deeper understanding. You couldn't explain it.
Now you explain it. Tell me what I should have said then, since you're so great.
It's not what you should have said. I don't want you to say it in a conservative way. I want you to say it in an honest way that's based on logic and
Okay, you
reasoning.
do it. You do it.
No, I'm not going to know. See, this is where I give you the fish instead of giving you the rod and telling you to go to the watering hole so you can learn how to fish. I need you to go read the books.
Empty.
I can't give you the answers to life.
Well,
That's
no.
not how conservative. Wait, stop,
wait,
stop, right, Devin, right there. That's liberal ideology. Don't teach me the way. Just give me the answers. No, I'm going to give you where to go find the answers. You're going to do the research.
Well, why would I listen to you
way,
and you're
brother.
not proving me that you have any
Again,
knowledge?
Devin, now you're acting like a liberal. Told you that liberal ideology is deep. It's embedded into you, brother. It's programmed. And I get it. I'm not saying this to put you on the spot, but you put yourself on the spot. I'm trying to pull you out the ring. Right now, you bleeding. Right? When everybody told me not to go fight Fantastic, guess what I said? I'm gonna do it anyway. I got in there and I got knocked out. Right now, I see you down in a corner and you like, I'm gonna do it anyway. No, I'm telling you, get out the ring. Okay. All right.
What you're showing me is you're just all talk, just like everybody else in the chat.
No. See, See, what's different from you is that not only can I utilize the conservative mindset and the conservative rhetoric, I can also back it up with data and reference. No, stop. Because the simple question was asked about a point that you made and you couldn't back it up. That's the problem with labeling yourself as a conservative and you're actually a liberal. Respectfully.
Okay, and what is the point that I made that I couldn't back up?
I'm sorry, say it again.
What is the point that I made that I couldn't back up?
Everything that you've been saying so far.
Okay, that you're saying you're just saying
something. Everything. You're saying everything. Nothing. You haven't said anything.
Well, bring up one. If it's everything, bring up one. If it's everything, bring up one.
You haven't said anything that is backed in conservatism.
Bro, if it's everything, then bring up one.
All of them.
Okay, exactly. That's why I'm not listening to you because you sound stupid. The same thing you're saying I do. The thing you're saying I do, you're doing right now.
You don't even have the wherewithal to go back and review what you said. That's not self. Wait, stop.
I will agree.
That's not. Wait, hold on, wait. Now I'm gonna hit you with some more. Hold on.
I can acknowledge that maybe I didn't say things the best way for people to understand.
Now I'm gonna hit you with some more. You're not even using self accountability or reliability. You're depending on me to tell you the problem. You should know what the problem is. That's what conservatism is about.
He sounds like a victim.
I literally just said I agree.
Victim mentality.
He says that. He literally says that after I said I agree. Maybe I didn't say it in the best way to display my opinion.
It's not that
I literally say that. He follows up
ideology. But hold on, don't get mad. Don't get mad. This is about accountability, right? You should be open to accountability.
I'm not. Nobody's listening to you. You sound like a broken record.
Exactly, and you sound like a fucking liberal. That's the problem.
Okay, that's your opinion. I don't care about your opinion.
It's not about my opinion. It's about the truth.
You are not important.
If I'm not important, why the hell do you think that you sound like a liberal? And I'm telling you that you sound like a conservative. Why is it that you think that when people think of conservative, the first thing you think about is you? Because you're not a conservative, my nigga.
You're not saying anything.
You're lackluster. You're whack. You literally are off the boat trying to be conservative, my nigga. That's not how that works.
There's nothing you're saying that I'm thinking about. But there's nothing.
And my nigga, there's nothing that you said that is based in conservatism. What are you talking about?
And I've asked you for points of what did I say that was so off wall, and you said everything. I'm like, give me one then at least.
Everything. This is why I
said maybe I need to speak about this more appropriately or be articulate about my point.
Circles,
and maybe
brother.
I did that. You said I don't take accountability.
You don't recognize that if you don't recognize that you're a problem, and I understand it could be a whole entire soul-crushing, mind-boggling ideal to deal with. But here's the thing, though. I'm telling you, as a practicing conservative, since 2009, I'm telling you, brother.
Bro, you sound like a transgender person saying, "Oh, I think I'm a man thinking they're a woman." That's what you sound like right now.
No, incorrect. Because you know the difference between conservatism and sexual identity is not. I'm not trying to change who I fuck.
Oh my god, dude.
Identity and ideology is two different things. You should know this.
You're just talking.
I'm not just talking.
You're literally talking. And then when you left the panel because you had to go do your little homework, people said you were the one that was off the wall, and I was the one that made sense.
Yeah, but guess what? The majority of the people in the chat that disagree with me, I don't care.
No, but again, I was worried about what other people think about my position that actually made sense to the people I was talking to. You just want to be a contrarian. Just be a contrarian.
What position have you taken today? What position have you taken today that made sense to everybody else? Go.
I don't speak for everybody, so I don't know.
Exactly.
And you haven't given me anything of what I said that was so bad that we can have an actual discussion about. You just want to argue.
No, it's not that I want to argue. I'm trying to save you from yourself because you're trying to identify as, you know what, that trans example that you use. Wait, stop. That trans example that you use, it fits completely, entirely with what's going on right now. And the last time you was on the show, you want to be known as a conservative, but ideologically,
I don't have a platform.
Based in the roots.
I don't want to be known as nothing. I don't have a platform. You make zero sense.
Who don't have a platform?
I don't want to be known as anything.
Congratulations, you having a platform.
What do you mean? I want to be known as something.
Wait, stop, Devin. Having a platform or not having a platform does not result in how much it is that you believe in the ideology that you say that you're practicing. You don't need a platform to be a conservative. What are you talking about?
This is just entertainment for people arguing with each other.
This is not entertainment. This is true. Hamp, let me ask you a question. Wait, stop. No, stop. I'm gonna put this to bed. Hamp, let me ask you a question. Did you need a platform to be a Hebrew Israelite?
I don't even know what that has to do with anything.
I'm asking Hamp a question, or anybody else on the panel. Position to own a platform to believe in what it is that they believe in.
No, you don't need a platform to believe in what you believe in.
So then, Devin, what the fuck is you talking about, bro?
You're saying I'm trying to tout this as like I'm a campaign of conservatism, like I'm waving a banner, and that's what I promote to people. They ask me what I am and what I believe, and that's what it is. I'm not sitting here like. And the issue is, you can't tell me anything concretely based on things that we can have a logical breakdown of where we differ from.
Do you believe in states' rights?
You said, do I believe in states' rights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you believe in smart government?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Because I think big government is just a system that ultimately doesn't allow people to create. It creates a sense of dependency.
Gotcha.
People just
so what is the benefit of small government?
Because when you have smaller government, people vote, and what they want to do within their local area means a little bit more
regulations.
And it's sad that Cheeky can answer that question and sum it up
actually,
in a very,
informed political person. No. Josh is another one. Josh is probably the second most, if not the most politically informed person on the panel. Me and him.
No.
Devin.
You asked me why I believe something.
Devin.
The issue is you want me to do a talking point.
It's not that I want you to do a talking point. I want you to sound like a conservative when you say it.
Bro, I don't care what you want me to sound like. I sound like me.
But you want to. Wait.
It's not me. It's not no fucking big three. Me, you, and whoever who.
Devin.
It's me.
Listen, Devin.
I believe what I want to believe. I don't care what you like.
Devin,
if I gotta denounce conservatism, I don't care. I'm not gonna sit here and follow up just because you tell me to do something.
Listen, Devin.
You ain't my daddy.
Devin. I'm not trying to be your daddy. I'm trying to help you.
Well, then don't tell me what to do. I believe what I want to believe, and I'm gonna give reasons to why I believe what I believe. So,
Devin, I'm trying to help you out, but you don't even want to accept help.
No, I don't need your help.
Okay, cool. So if you don't need my help, right? If you don't need my help,
then stop talking.
Cool. No, I'm going to keep talking because it's the truth.
You can stop talking.
And it's the truth that's making you uncomfortable. That's why you're upset. It's okay.
No, it's just like you're talking to nothing because I don't like you're doing nothing.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you man to man.
I don't need you to talk to me man to man.
But brother, you're making yourself look bad.
All right.
I'll be honest with you. You make yourself look bad, bro.
That's your opinion, and I don't care about your opinion. So what's the point?
Great. You don't have to care about my opinion, but the truth is just the truth is just the truth, bro.
Hey, Devin, can I ask you a question? Would that be a pro-black position to not care what another black man thinks about anything?
Would it be a pro-black position?
Well, you said you were pro-black, right? Prove you're not, right? But that would be the thing is, to be pro-black, wouldn't you care about what the other black people in this case think?
Not if you think what they think is detrimental to the community.
Okay, so if it was a large group
just because a majority of people go along with something doesn't mean that they're doing something in the best interest of them.
What? Well, he didn't ask us to disprove how he isn't pro-black. Does he want us to?
No,
I don't know what they're talking about. He just asked me a question.
Go ahead, Josh. What you saying?
Devin said he was pro-black. Well, Devin said he was pro-black. Well, aside from the conservative part, right? But the concept of, I would assume, pro-blackness would be about.
Is you think pro-black can't be conservative?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I agree with Sel. You ain't conservative.
Okay, whatever label you want to put on.
You don't even want to conserve. Forget the talking points. You don't even want to conserve just basic self-respect.
No.
If I can say the N-word, right? There is no way in hell.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, if you were my friend, my face, and you decide to say no, that's the thing. And if you decide to say it, you would get dealt with accordingly. And
that's not what you said the other day.
Except for that's not what you said earlier on the panel.
Earlier in
that's
the panel,
what you
did
said,
I not say
brother?
this? I want you to say it so I got a valid reason and everybody can see why I did what I did. I said that earlier in the panel. So I'm saying if you want to go ahead and say it, say it. And when I come across you, you got to deal with the consequences. Plain and simple.
Okay, that would have been the best answer to give.
That's literally what I said earlier. You're not listening.
No, that's not what you said earlier.
Okay, you're not listening. I'm not going to argue about what I know I said. And I
when they played the video clip, what was your answer?
Heard me say it.
So Devin, if somebody call you a nigga, you putting them out, right?
Yeah, I'm dealing with it accordingly.
No. That's Devin. I asked you clearly. You putting them out. Sorry. Do you know what putting them out goes for? Stands for, means.
Like knocking them out.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'll deal with like it might not be immediately depending on the situation, but I'm dealing with it.
No, I'm asking though. Physical. That's what I'm asking specifically. You gonna deal with it physically?
Yeah.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say is, brother, you need to go study. That's I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to you. I was really trying to be helpful to you, but you took it in a disrespectful way. I don't know why, but honestly, you just need to go read, brother. You need to read. You need to study. Because it's a bad representation. I deal with
people that tell me what I need to do all day, but when I try to have an honest conversation about specifics, so that I understand you're coming from a genuine place, that situation just doesn't play out. You just give me blanket statements or grandiose ideas and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, let's have a conversation about what did I say that was so off the wall. Or what is it that makes me whatever you're trying to label me as, which I don't even care. You can label me as a liberal, you can label me as conservative. I just know I have a belief system, and I stay on that, and I can articulate why I believe what I believe.
And I understand that, but I'm only utilizing the information that you gave to us. You said that you come from a liberal background. And then you became conservative when you left the liberal ideology. Did you not say that?
Why does that even matter? Most black people come from a liberal background. Most people families.
Wait. Hold on. Wait, I'm talking to Hamp. Hamp, let me ask you a question, G.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you part of fraternity, right?
Yeah. Hold on, the super chat is gonna read over you.
At Jalen24.7 donated $19.99 through super chat. So good old Devin wants to come up here and demonize the left for not knowing anything, and yet it was proven he doesn't know a damn thing. #cooked.
Go ahead, so
she won't be able to tell you what I don't know.
Hold on 1 second. So, Hamp, if I get the claim in your frat, and you see me out here wearing your colors, wearing your symbols, talking all this jive, and then you come up to check my temperature, and I don't know nothing I'm talking about. Am I a bad representation for the frat, or am I a bad representation of just myself?
Oh yeah, you would be a very poor representation on the fraternity.
Okay.
Yeah, back when I was into that, Will, we actually had a thing called reclamation, where that was an issue back in the early 1900s. To where people would have on colors and stuff and not be a part of it, in which case the process was to take those things from them or off them.
Absolutely. So if I'm out here saying that I'm this thing, and you come to me and you get to checking my temperature, And then you be like, nah, bro, you ain't frat. But there's a way you can get educated. And you offer me the education. And I'll be like, nah, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing you saying. Am I being disrespectful to you or am I being disrespectful to your frat?
Me and my frat.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to Devin. And for some reason, he's not getting that. All I'm saying is that, bruh, there's education out there. There's things that you can go read to educate yourself more on this ideology. I wasn't saying that to be disrespectful to him, but he took it that way because I told the truth is that embedded in programming, you are liberal. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm just using what he told us the other day when we was on the stream.
Yeah.
And you want to be conservative. That's not a shot at him. I get it. Some people think that it's popular to be not liked by everybody. Hence my idea is that people think that us that as black men that are conservative, they think that's why we say that. But then they end up in situations like this where now you have to prove your conservatism, especially as a black man. And when you're misrepresenting, especially in front of people who already disagree with everything that you're saying, then when someone comes to say, hey, bro, listen, you need to go get educated, brother. I don't need to do nothing. You ain't my daddy. You're right.
Yeah, because you're thinking is you're claiming yourself as some form of authority. That is the issue. You're claiming yourself as some authority to know and be all of what the black conservative, what conservative is. That is my main issue. And then I'm asking you to give me some validation of what could even give you that sense of authority to make that claim. You can't give me nothing. So again, I'm not going to listen to you when you can't give me nothing to say, okay, I agree with that. Maybe there's a point to what you're saying, and then I should probably dig into that a little bit more. And then the issue comes is when I literally said, okay, maybe during that conversation I didn't handle it appropriately, and I should have. I need to go back and think about how I need to convey that message of what I was trying to say. I agree with that. Then you literally 5 seconds later, you said, oh, I don't take accountability. I'm like, okay, that's when I know the conversation's over with.
All right, cool. So let me ask you. So name me some of the most well-known and respected, or I'll just say I won't use respected. Name me some of the most well-known black conservatives.
What does that do? I'm not.
Just name me two.
Why does it matter?
Just name me two.
No, I'm not. No. It proves nothing. All right,
cool.
Let's talk about a subject or something, and I can talk about my beliefs on it.
Larry Elder, you could have said Shelby Steele. Hell, I gave you one.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
You could have said Ben Carson. You're talking about following behind. This is why I said this has everything to do with it. Because if you study into this, you should know who you've been studied, and you shouldn't be afraid to recall that information, especially when it comes to data, history, research, or reclamation. This is what I'm saying. You talking about it doesn't matter. No, it does matter.
Okay, no.
And now I'm gonna be disrespectful. Now I'm gonna be disrespectful because niggas like first of all that just I don't care, bro.
No, because the fact is
that just want to be known as conservative because you want to catch the wave that everyone else is catching because they label themselves as conservative. That's bullshit, bro.
So you're saying
fraud, you fake, you phony as hell. You're not actually a black conservative. You're just a liberal that wants to be a conservative because that's what you think that it gets you. You think that it gets you clout and status because you think you know something and you don't. You're a bad representation, bro.
Okay, I'm out of here, dog. I'm sorry your feelings hurt, but again, even if I
nigga, my feelings not hurt. You just out here badly representing. You're a failed excuse of a black man. You're a failed excuse of a conservative. You're a failed excuse of an American. Even at that point.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Bro. I don't want to talk to you. And half I'm out of here, bro. I got shit to do.
I want to ask a quick question. Do you really think I can't name a black conservative at all?
Yeah, I would assume you can name a few.
So then, again, what was his point?
He doesn't assume you can name a few.
Well, what was the point? Even if I could name him, what do you think? What would be your assumption? I know it's your assumption.
I got you. So essentially, he's equating it to something that people buy into, subscribe to, and is a part of their belief system. So it would be similar to me saying that, let's say I'm a Christian or I'm a Hebrew and I can't, book, chapter, verse, quote the Bible, etc. Or for our fraternity, there's like certain things that you have to know, that you must know. If you don't know, you won't be able to prove it, and therefore people wouldn't believe you. So I guess he was using that as something similar to those two examples.
Yeah, it seems like low hanging fruit. When I live, like, thing is, the easiest person I could have named would be my representative of the state I live in. Like, I live in the state with one of the few black Republicans. Like, that's what I'm saying. It makes zero sense.
Well, what's their names?
What was it? Tim Scott. Like, I live in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all he was asking. I guess he wants you to prove it. It's like you like false flagging. Oh no. What's that thing called valor? Something valor.
Stolen valor?
Yeah, that's what he claiming. You stolen valor.
Yeah, no. The thing is, it makes zero sense, because you can name a whole bunch of people, but like, it still doesn't prove nothing. He just wanted to just like have a talking point and run with it. Like, one of the biggest conservatives, like one of my biggest points that I've had about this when liberals use black people when it's convenient for them, was the what's her name in Virginia? Don't tell me. Sears, what's her name? The black lady that went against the other white lady in Virginia, and then it was all support black people when that came when everything else was happening, when it came to Kamala. But then you had Obama going against the black woman when it came to voting for somebody in Virginia. So, like, I mean, we can have those talking points, but it proves nothing. And even then, even if we bringing up these people, doesn't mean I have to agree with every single black conservative, because I definitely don't agree with him.
No, I'm saying, I mean, this is all he was saying. He was saying, like, if Cheeky's like, hey, I'm a conservative, would you just accept it from him? Would you be like, oh, okay? Or would you go?
Cheeky says he's more conservative than other people. He said that statement, but I'm not going to argue with him on it, because he can say whatever. I care more about what your points are.
I know, based on Cheeky's points. If he said he was a conservative in terms of the political leaning, would you accept that? Based on what you've heard him say,
I don't believe it. No, I don't know. Wouldn't believe it. But like, it wouldn't be anything to me that I would care to like sit there and fight him on when it came to conversation.
The point is, you wouldn't believe it, right? And so Cell feels, and I'm saying feels, that same way about you. And you don't care, he does. I mean, that's really the long and short of it,
Yeah, I mean, the thing with it is, he can believe what he wants, but when I asked him for specifics, he just did the whole everything. And so when we want to have a conversation and be precise in our language and what we're talking about, which I even said, like, maybe I messed up earlier as far as what I was trying to convey in the talk, and things got lost, and maybe I need to go back and see how I need to.
All good. He's just saying you lukewarm. That's his notion.
And that's the thing. He wants me to be far right. He wants to tell me how I should believe and how I should act.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. I mean, I'm just going through the conversation y'all had.
Yeah.
I think, although I don't think now, one thing I'm just assuming when I'm listening, I don't even think he wants you to be far right. He wants you to be. He don't even think you're right.
Yeah, I mean, that he can believe all he wants,
Yeah.
But the other crazy part is, even Cheeky loves doing it because he has a box he wants to put people in, but it's like he does.
Why are you bringing me up? Go fight Cell. Leave me alone.
You got brought up because you put yourself in this situation.
Damn, evil twin.
And explain how. Because you put yourself in this situation, because he was asking me a question and then you like jumped into it.
What? A 45-minute ass whooping, and then I jump in for 2 seconds, and now it's my fault.
Yeah, you should have stayed out of it.
All right. Well,
that's crazy.
This has been interesting. I feel better than I did earlier.
And the crazy part, Josh, I don't know if I spoke about this, but Josh, nobody's justifying the N-word. The thing is, I want you to say it, so I know I have every right and authority to do what I need to do to handle whatever you say. So you held accountable for your actions. Well, and I've said that earlier in the show.
The same point was I asked the same question Hamp did. I just happened to be white and asked the question, and a different answer for some strange reason.
Yeah, no, and I gave you the answer that Hamp gave me, which is I couldn't use my anecdotal experiences of why I believe something.
No, not that. Why you? Come on, Devin.
Did you change your answer for white acceptance? Because Josh asked the question.
Yeah,
it was Hamp acceptance. So miss me with that one. I said because of what Hamp said. Last time I checked, Hamp is black.
No, you misconstrue what I said though. You know, I said your anecdotal experience isn't substantial enough to disprove the statement. That's all I'm saying.